Hello there, my loves. Good morning. It's Natalia on the 6th of September, and this is the new moon day. If you're in, let's see, if you're in Canada, if you're in America, if you're in Mexico, all those places, you'll be experiencing the new moon today. And if you're in the UK and in Europe, then it's going to be midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning where you are. And Australia, you'll be having your new moon on the Tuesday as well. So it's one of those where it's super early in the morning for us here in the UK when we have our new moon. So if you do wake up and you're in the UK and it's 1 o'clock in the morning, then just say your new moon wishes. But we're going to be having some new moon messages today for you all. And I hope you're doing well, and I hope you've had a wonderful weekend as well. I hope that the sun has been smiling on you, because we've had so much lovely weather here in the UK. I went to put my rubbish in the bin this morning and I got a shock at how warm it was out there. So I will be doing a bit of gardening later. I'll be walking to the post box, which is about a mile, so I can get some nice exercise in. I've been working out with Joe Wicks next to the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco. Only on YouTube, but still, I felt like I was there. So what have you been up to, my loves? Good morning to Lynn Hardy, to Barbara Phipps, to Nancy Zimmerman, to Andrea McSkimming, Hazel Kingston, Nicole South, and Fiona Killeen. How are you all doing, my loves? Now, Laurie Fantasia is here, and she just walked in with 100 stars. Thank you so much, my love. I'm so grateful to you. Andrea McSkimming just sent me 100 stars, as Barbara Phipps has just sent me some stars as well. Thank you so much, my loves. So appreciate your generosity. And if you want to send me stars too, like Lynn Hardy just has, thank you, darling. You'll see a stars icon at the bottom of the screen, and what the stars do is they just give me a bit of a boost for all of the things that I do on this page, all of the card decks that I buy for the page, the props and the readings and all of that, because it takes a lot of energy and work, but I don't mind because I love it. I love supporting you. Lucy Blackster and Julie Hands are here with me, and it's been beautiful over there in Western Australia, Nicole's saying, and you're experiencing the spring starting. Yeah, so we're having a little bit of an Indian summer over here, as they say. Well, we always tend to get some really nice weather right at the back end of the year, so September can be a pretty good month generally in the UK before we start to see this autumnal weather coming in. You're working over the weekend, Fiona, and you're a bit tired today, so I hope you can have a nice rest today, my love. And Sonia's here. You're saying it's still cold where you are in Australia, but it's going the right direction for you, isn't it? Janine Smelt, good morning, darling. Good morning to Sonia, and good morning to Carol Lewis. So shall we get on with some lovely messages before I do that? I'll just say good morning to Robin Steele. So happy new moon, everybody. It's the new moon in Virgo. Now, whenever there is a season where the sun is in a certain star sign, Athena, good morning, then that reflects in the kind of energies that we see around us and the kind of things that we pick up on, because the sun will be beaming its light into that part of the zodiac and infusing all of us with those qualities of Virgo. So what is Virgo all about? Virgo is the star sign that is about precision. It's about details. It's actually one of the signs of service in the zodiac. There are two service signs. One is Virgo and the other one is Pisces. Now, Pisces is the sign of universal love and service to the cosmos and the world, the planet. It's on a very deep heart level, soul level. Thank you for the stars, Carol. And when we have the energy of Virgo, the service is very practical. It's like, what can we do? Where can we roll our sleeves up? Where can we get our hands dirty? Where can we put our energy and our back into something? So you may find yourself feeling a little bit more disciplined, because this is an earth sign new moon. So it may be asking you to change routines in your life. You might be thinking, right, do you know what? I want to do some exercise. I want to eat more healthily. I want to get up earlier in the morning. I'm going to pay more attention to the details in my life, like every time I open this particular drawer or cupboard, there are lots of things spilling out all over the place. I'm going to tidy it up once and for all. I'm going to put some order into my life. So that happened to me this weekend. I decided to, I might just show you actually. I'm going to take my camera and show you. Now I have this cupboard up here. I can give you a little walk around my angel table. This is where it all happens. So this cupboard up here is where I used to keep all of my card decks. But the problem was that, can you imagine? Like, they were all piled up in there and I couldn't get to them. So I was using the same ones. Thank you for the stars, Carol. And so now what I've done is I bought some baskets. They're like raffia kind of baskets. I'm going to show you. They're stored underneath my table. And there they are. So all of my card decks are in here. And then I can just lift them out and I can see at a glance because they're all stacked on their side. And these are the ones that I use all the time. And then those are the kind of less popular ones, but I love them all. So that's what I've done. And there we go. That's, you can see a little behind the scenes of what it's like in my little angel room. Got the moon in the corner there. And there's my lovely view of the trees. See a lot of squirrels and birds in there. That's what it looks like. From this side of the screen, you can get to see behind the scenes there. So anyway, that was my Virgo-ness coming in this weekend, doing a lot of tidying, and me and Estella, we went and did lots of shopping for cleaning materials. So you might find yourself cleaning more because Virgo is the sign of cleanliness and meticulousness. Communication as well, because it's ruled by Mercury, so you might find yourself being very attracted to writing, speaking, teaching, but also the precision with which you do that. You might find yourself getting a bit picky when you see somebody's post on Facebook and they've got a typo in it or a grammatical error. You might find yourself being very judgmental. You have to be careful with that in Virgo season. So anyway, I'm going to say some more good mornings because quite a few of you have jumped on, and then we can have a look and see what the messages are for this new moon. Thank you, Andrea. I'm loving it being tidy because my moon is in Virgo, so I do tend to be like, oh, if things are cluttered and disorganized, I just get so paranoid. I can't stand it. Good morning to Tony Costa over in Portugal. Hello, my love. Helen Quinn. Hi there. Mel Roberts, good morning to you, and to Lorraine Tyrrell. Helen Quinn is watching. Thank you so much for watching. Linda Vieira. Sorry, I can't pronounce your name properly. My mouth just can't seem to do it this morning. Good morning to Joy Cook. And Nancy Zimmerman saying, Pisces is your moon sign, so that explains some things. Yes, it explains a lot, doesn't it? And Julie's saying you're a Pisces and your sister's a Virgo. Well, you're both in service, but in different ways. And, oh, God bless you too, darling, Tony Costa. That's so sweet of you. So, Robin's saying, my butterfly in the background is absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? It's a Christmas decoration, but as we know, Christmas decorations aren't just for Christmas, are they? Not at all. Okay, so let us get on. Good morning to Tori Hunt as well. So this is the card for the new moon. And this is telling us what is the flavour of this new moon, what is it bringing all of us as a collective, and then we'll have some individual messages or more kind of targeted messages for you. And so we have got, oh, look at this. Now, I did say to you that Virgo is one of the signs that is ruled by the planet Mercury. And Mercury is a planet that is all about thought. And so we can tend to overthink, that is a very common trait with the sign of Virgo, where we can obsess about things, we can overthink about things, we can worry. It's a very nervy kind of planet. It moves very quickly. It's very agile. So when it's working in its most kind of positive ways, we can have lots of ideas. We can have this big injection of enthusiasm. We can communicate very adeptly. But its shadow side is this nerviness, this overthinkingness, this obsessive. We can be really down on ourselves and beat ourselves up. And the new moon, even though it is the forebearer, the forebringer of new beginnings and planting seeds, it's also at this point where the moon was waning. I'll get it right. The moon was waning. and then it just kind of completely goes to blackness so that it can become new. So there is a lot of letting go, because the moon was waning, its energy was kind of emptying out, so that we can have this fresh start, we can have this reset. And that's very much what this is about. It's resetting your thoughts, resetting your mind, because your mind is such a powerful place. It's the breeding ground for everything that you become. It's all those beautiful thoughts and ideas, your imagination, the visions that you have for the future that you want to, bring into your life, your dreams. But it's also can be a very dark place at times, can't it? I know that we've, over the last 2 years, we've been visiting some dark places in terms of the things that have been going on around us in the world. And our mind can become almost infested with those dark thoughts, and they take over. And this is saying this is an end to that. So there's a very big indicator that we're coming to the end of something. We can exhale, and that the change that it's bringing is enabling us to enter better times and to think better, brighter thoughts. So I would say to you, if you're still ruminating over things that you don't want to be ruminating over, if your mind is still very active with thoughts that you don't want to be thinking, to grab a diary, a journal, write everything down, or even on a sheet of paper. As somebody once said to me, I don't like writing in journals, because what if, when my life's over, all my family go and find them, and then they're reading all this stuff that I've written. And that's a good point. It doesn't concern me so much, but I know a lot of people are concerned about that. So if you want to write on individual pieces of paper and then burn them or throw them away, or it's Earth sign new moon, so you could write everything down that you want to get rid of, that you want to empty out of your mind, and then you can write all the things that you want to bring into your life. And you can fold that piece of paper and you can go out into nature and plant it somewhere. And then let the earth take away the things that you no longer want. And let the earth then start to seed all of the things that you want to bring into your life. So that's a nice ritual that you can do for the new moon. So thank you, Ten of Air Energy. We very much appreciate you coming along and bringing this kind of closure. Good morning, Jazz Galloway and Vanessa Dempsey and Mary Fleming. Hello, loves. So our second card represents after the aftermath of the new moon. So it's kind of Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And we have the World. Isn't that lovely? So we have this kind of emptying of the dark things in our mind, that closure of nervy thinking, of dark thinking, of things that have been troubling us and been really trying. They're over. Let's close the door on that, and let's welcome in Archangel Michael, who works with the mind. So his work that he does in the world, he does a lot of really amazing things. We're studying about him, we're learning about him this week in my Angelic Circle, and I've created some beautiful cards for my Angelic Circle members to work with Archangel Michael. So isn't it lovely that he's making an appearance now? So he does, one of his tasks is to work with the world, in the minds of everybody in the world, to help you to think more positively, to almost empty those negative thoughts and words and deeds out of yourself, and to be brave enough, be courageous enough to be authentic. And this is the world represents, this symbolism of the circle coming together, like something coming full circle, where we can see the picture completely, because everything has completed itself. This is a cycle, a new cycle. And Archangel Michael always reminds us that we have the world at our fingertips. We can achieve anything we want to achieve. The very fact that it has been born in your mind means that it's there for you. Now, the getting of it's not always the easiest part, but it's the fun bit, because if everything was easy, what would life be like? It'd be so dull if every time you just went, oh, I'd like a new garage on the side of my house, and you walk outside and there it is. Some fairy godmother's just planted it there. Or you go, oh, I want to be slimmer, I want to be fitter, and then you wake up in the morning and your body's like that. There's something so wonderful and rewarding about the fact that you earned that healthy body, that you built that garage, that you went out and earned the money to do the things that you want to do. So Archangel Michael is there to help us, to fortify us on the quest to obtain the things that we want, and in all of the gifts that come with the hard work that we do there. Thank you so much for the stars, Anita. You are such a sweetheart. I'm very well, and I hope you are well too. So the last card that we have is representing the end of the week. So it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So we come to the end of this new moon week. And we have the Four of Water. Now, the Four of Water card is always such a blessing. And I want to explain why. Because you'll see that mermaid and she's just going, it's just not enough. Things are not good enough. And I'm going to stamp my foot because I'm not getting what I wanted. I wanted those 3 cups over there. You didn't bring them into my life, so I'm just going to throw my toys out of the pram and have a toddler tantrum. So while she's doing that, she's going, no, not interested. I didn't get what I wanted. Over here is this amazing cup that is so beautiful. Look, it's got, can you see? I never noticed this before. It's got her divine counterpart on it. I never knew. I never saw that. So it's got the divine counterpart's face on the cup. And it's full of love and emotion. And she can't see it. Because she's so fixated on those cups over there, she had this script in her mind. The script didn't unfold in the way she wanted, so she's just having a big paddy. And that is like all of us, isn't it? You know, that we have this very kind of finite idea in our minds of how things are going to go. And when we don't get our own way, we tend to lose our temper. We tend to get really frustrated with the universe. I cannot mention the amount of times people have written to me personal messages going, I'm sick of the angels, they never give me what I want, they're not listening. Oh my goodness, they are listening to you, and they're bringing you everything you want. They're bringing it, just not in the way you expected, because they're bringing you what you asked for, or better. And this happens to me all the time. I wish for something and then something goes wrong, and I think, well, that's not manifesting what I asked for, but it is, because it's bringing it about in a way that I didn't expect. And you have to just stand back and stare in wonder at how this is going to unfold. So this is the card that says to you, when everything's falling apart, things might just be falling into place. So get ready for a miracle, because the spanners that are thrown into the works are creating your beautiful future. And you are going to get everything you want and more, just not in the way you expected. So chin up, and you are missing an opportunity. Open your eyes to the possibility. Don't get downhearted. Don't get discontented. Okay? No toddler tantrums at the weekend. Just because everything felt like it was going really well and then something didn't go according to plan. But that's your plan, it's not the divine plan. And that's what's so great about life, is that we cannot control things. And I love that. I've come to really accept it and flow along with it, and just, you know, be connected to that guidance that the universe has for us. So let us get on to the more personal messages here. And before I do, I just want to say some big thank yous to Jazz Galloway for the stars. Thank you, my darling. Good morning to you. Lisa Walkden is watching. Thank you for watching. And Lisa Anderson is here as well. And Jazz is saying that it's strange that you're always apprehensive about Archangel Michael. You feel like he sees right through you. He sees through all of us. And he's not there to judge. That's the other thing, is none of the angels judge us, because they know how difficult it is to walk the path in life. It's not easy, and you know, there are some really great highs in life, aren't there? And equally, there are some very, very low lows. And the angels are there to support us through everything. They're there to support us through the days when we feel a bit like this, like meh, not particularly gutted or destroyed by anything, but just generally frustrated or downcast. They're there to support us when we're going, I'm on top of the world. and they are there to support us when closure and endings are nigh and we feel that sense of loss. They're helping us all the time with that. So good morning to Carol Bell, and thank you so much for the stars, my love. You are such a sweetheart, and thank you for the stars, Lucy Blackster, as well. So let's have a look and see what we got here. Now, I am unveiling officially today a new product that is very close to my heart, and I didn't draw as a card for the week from my Oracle of Wisdom and Beauty, which leads me nicely into what I'm going to be talking to you about in a moment. So let me just grab our card of the week from the Oracle of Wisdom and Beauty. I'm going to pop it there. This is my card deck that I created, and it comes with a really lovely guidebook as well. It's 172 pages. And let me just turn the card over and see what is the card of the week. It is the number 12, which is the number 3 when we add 1 and 2 together, which is the same as the world, but it's kind of in the mirror of the world. So that's 21, that's 12. And it's saying to us, you know, the most valuable lesson we can learn is to face our fears. So I always say about this card, it's so interesting that this represents our unfolding, you know, of being brave and moving towards these different, past these different obstacles and hurdles. But this red area, it's like an asteroid belt. It's like a huge band of very solid, dense energy. And the red is the root chakra. It's all about our safety and security, and it's fear. And sometimes we feel confident enough to be able to break through these different things, jump over these hoops, jump through the hoops, not over them, sorry. But getting here, getting out of all of this is this is the edge of our biggest fears, our worst nightmares, and where we feel like we go, I can't do this. And the message here is the most valuable lesson is face your fears and face those biggest ones. In order to be what you've never been, you've got to do what you've never done. So maybe you're going to be pushing yourself to the limits this week. Now I'm just going to grab a link for you. So here is the link. I'm going to share with you something new that I have created. And it is, it comes in one of these really beautiful envelopes with a ribbon. So they're all different colours, these envelopes. So depending, you know, on chance, good fortune, you will get one of those envelopes. And what does it contain? Well, it contains something very special, and that is the sticker version of my Oracle of Wisdom and Beauty deck. So you'll see all of the cards, and they are in sticker form. So aren't they beautiful? So we've got all of the colours, all of the cards, and you get 6 of each design. And there's 44 cards, so that's 264 card stickers you're going to get, which works out at something like 6 pence per sticker. The international shipping is absolutely amazing. It's less than £6, and obviously the UK shipping is, I've got quite a few of those because you're not going to get loads of those. But they're just because I just grabbed this handful of them this morning. So aren't they lovely? And I've used them as our little affirmation of the day. So I'm going to show you. I've just popped the link into the comments. And you will get those stickers to store them inside this gorgeous envelope. So it's like pearlescent cardstock envelope with this beautiful ribbon. Because I don't know about you, when I got stickers and they end up all over the place, and it's nice to be able to keep them in something lovely like this. So that is how they arrive. You won't necessarily get a yellow envelope, but you will get lots of colourful envelopes that I ordered for these. So there's that lovely kind of peachy colour. So you'll get whichever one I choose for you. And what I've done is I've used the stickers this morning for our affirmation of the week for the new moon as well. So choose number 1, which is the blue heart, or number 2, which is the green heart, So if you have my Oracle of Wisdom and Beauty, and then number 3 is the red heart with the yellow. If you have my Oracle of Wisdom and Beauty, it's wonderful to be able to take your cards and to write in a journal. I've got my journal. I'm just going to show you what I've done with the stickers. So I basically drew 2 cards for myself for the month, and then I've just stuck them in my journal, and it's just a really great way of being able to visually remember what the card was and to muse over it rather than just pulling a card and then putting it back. So the whole of September I'll be thinking about these 2 cards that I drew for myself. So let us have a look at pile number 1. Here is your affirmation, and this is how I've used the sticker. So pile number 1, you have got, this is the confidence sticker, which is number 11. So you can pick 2, Lorraine, if you want to. So what we have in my Oracle of Wisdom and Beauty guidebook is there's always, under each card, there is some affirmations. Sometimes there's 1, sometimes 2 or 3. And I've created little cards, and I've just stuck the sticker onto this little plain card, and then I've written the affirmation. So your card today is the confidence card, the number 11. And it's saying, I can do anything. I love and accept myself. I am and always have been enough. And you have, and you are, and you've just got to have that confidence in yourself, my loves, to know that. Because a lot of the time we spend, you know, that active mind of ours spends a lot of time trying to dig around and find all the bad stuff, all the bad memories, all of the things that are wrong with us, when we should be thinking about all of the wonderful things, the wonderful facets of our personality, all of the blessings that we bring into the world. And so that is a wonderful reminder for you, if you chose card number 1, to have confidence in yourself. Now this second card comes from this card deck, which is the Plant Ally cards by Lisa McLaughlin. So she hand paints all of the images on these cards. And the card that you got here is Discernment. So there's that lovely lady watering this plant. So it's like, careful what you water, because whatever you water is going to grow in your life. So you have to be discerning about that. And the message is written on the back, and this is the golden iris of discernment. Realize your powers of clear perception by mastering the impulses that impair good judgment. Water only those things that sustain and help you to thrive. And this is a lovely companion to this card, because it's saying to you, water the confidence, water all of the reasons why you can do anything, why you love and accept yourself, why you are always enough. And don't let those seeds of negativity get watered in your mind, okay? So those lovely messages today. And the great thing about these little cards is you can just put them in your handbag or in your purse, or you can, sorry, you lost me for a second there. You can just pop them on, you know, a mood board or an altar by your bedside, anywhere you want. Is a really nice thing to do. Okay, so our second set of cards, if you chose the green heart here, and we have got the card of, this is number 19, and this is the little mountain lion, and it's saying escape, breathe, give yourself a break. So again, there's this whole kind of like, don't be so hard on yourself, don't beat yourself up. The mountain's still going to be there tomorrow and the next day. It'll always be there ready for you to climb another time. You can have a breather, you don't have to be beating yourself up all the time. So, I hope you're still with me. If the screen's frozen, then you just need to come back out and come back in again. I recognise when it is time to let go and when it is time to rest. Even at my most gentle, I am still powerful. So, you know, even when you're resting, you might feel like, oh, I'm not running the world. I'm not running around and being super powerful and being a leader and getting out there. But it's a bit like, you know, when you do exercise and after you've exercised, your heart rate is still helping you to burn fat in your body because you elevated it. So you might think, oh, after I've exercised, I'm sitting down, but your body's still burning calories and it's still doing some really fine work for you on your behalf because of the energy and effort that you put in. So the things that you put out there into the world are still helping you to thrive, and it's okay to take a rest. You don't have to be on 24/7. That is a reminder that even at your most gentle, you are still super powerful. And your card from the Lisa McLaughlin Plant Ally cards is Snowdrop, Let Go. So look, the way that the snowdrops, they always kind of have their heads bowed, don't they? She's falling out of the snowdrop. She's dropping something. It's saying, let go. And your message is, sometimes it is necessary to accept things and let go. With renewed inner peace, you will feel the comfort of relief. What do you need to surrender in order to move forward in your life? So there is this kind of energy of surrender, isn't there? So you might be letting go of some clutter. You might be letting go of old habits. You might be letting go of old mental habits and the way that you punish yourself, and that you constantly feel like you've got to do things. You know, I said to you, Virgo is all about service. Where do you serve yourself? Where are you of service to yourself in your own life? And how are you taking care of yourself? And if you're not, then maybe you need to let go of that whole sense of I'm at the back of the queue. I don't matter. When you matter so much, because there are things you can't do if you're just not replenished of energy. So that is your beautiful message. And then give me a heart, like to show you're still here, because I know that we had a bit of a glitch with the live. So if you chose number 3, your message from the angels or from the Oracle of Wisdom and Beauty, the little sticker is number 4, which is the magical angel feather. And that is the angel number 4. And we had number 4 earlier, didn't we? That even when you're fed up, the angels we feel like we're not being supported. We're being supported more than we know. You know, when life's going pear-shaped, that's when we're getting the full support of the universe. So I am never alone. I am surrounded by love. My angels lift me to my feet whenever I have trouble remembering how to fly. So they always support you. And they're saying, connect with us. We sincerely love you. And we want you to remember, and we want to show you the ways in which we're connecting with you, and we're bringing light, love into your life. So you might find that you are seeing feathers, or you're seeing a certain symbol over and over again, and that's your angels sending you lots of love and helping you to lift you to your feet. So let's have a look and see what your card from the Plant Ally cards is. Isn't that beautiful colours? That lovely yellow and the pink. So soothing. And it says, receive love. Receive love. And your flower is the buttercup. You have an inner light that is not attached to outer recognition. It nourishes your soul and supports you to be open to receive love. Bring awareness to those gifts of love and feel them fully in your heart. So your angels are sending you lots of love today. They want to send you blessings. They want you to receive things. You know, if we're in that mode of I've always got to be the one that's serving others, always got to be the one that's giving, then it's almost like you're telling yourself, I'm not worthy of receiving anything myself. And it's got to be this give and take. It's got to be this reciprocal energy. We have to accept things from others, because doesn't it feel really lovely when you give somebody something? You feel good, don't you? And let others get that feel good factor too by giving to you. And you're never alone, because you are loved always by the universe and your angels, even when you don't feel like you're very lovable or loved at all. That's especially when they've got their wings wrapped around you and they're sending you signs and symbols. So that is a way to use the little stickers, and I'm going to be using them on my packaging and everything when I'm sending you things out. So thank you so much for watching. Here's a reminder of the link for the stickers. And I hope that you've enjoyed the messages, and I hope you have a really wonderful new moon. Now I am working on some really beautiful products for, well, they will be here well in time for Christmas, and they are going to be something that I hope you're going to love. When I have more information, I'll share it with you, but I am going to keep a lid on it for now because I don't want to say too much and keep you on tenterhooks. But just know there's some beautiful things that that are going to be coming your way soon. But in the meantime, the stickers are the first one,